This is a video tutorial about how to replace the side plates and buttons on your Pebble 2 smartwatch. First thing you'll want to do is on your smartwatch, where you've got the broken buttons, is to remove all of the rubber from around the edges so that you've got a nice clean plastic surface like this. The next thing you want to do is actually get your new 3D printed buttons and very, very carefully just snap them away from the sprues that you'll see there. The buttons themselves will have a little bit of material around them, so you want to sort of free them up very, very gently before you then fit them, just by doing this really, really gently. This material is quite brittle, so whatever you do, don't bend them. So you want to do that with all 4 buttons and make sure that they then move freely. So that's 3 there. This is the 4th one on the other side here. So you just want to very, very carefully make sure it moves. It doesn't have to move very far. Okay, and once you're happy that it's moving, you want to do a test fit onto the watch itself. So if I start with the one with 1 button side, on this side here, what you want to do is make sure it should just offer up slightly. So as you see, if you hold down the bottom corners here, it's just sticking out ever so slightly, but you can push it in and it should be a flush fit. And when you've done that, you can test the button actually works, which it does here, which is great. Then we move it around and we do the other side. So let's get the buttons in place here. So again, you hold down from this edge. It's a little bit harder to fit this side because you then kind of squeeze it in using this little bit of the button here. That's a test fit, so check the buttons all work. So we'll do that here, check the buttons work up and down, check it works backwards. So we're going to switch this off before we move on to the next bit, just so we haven't got the flashing HR monitor in the background. So this shouldn't actually fall out as it is now, so make sure that it test fits properly. If it doesn't quite fit properly, you just get a nail under this edge here. It's a very, very tight fit, so the best way to get them out is from the edge. I can actually show you here. There you go, it should just pop out. If it doesn't quite fit when you receive it, get a nail file or a little piece of sandpaper and just rub it gently against this top edge here, like this, just to get any sort of loose bits or extra little bits of plastic off, and file it down slightly and then retest fit it just to make sure that you're happy with the fit. Once you are happy with the fit, you'll want to put the glue on. So you can either use a silicone craft glue and stick it on this end here and along the plate here, trying to avoid where the button shaft goes in, and then as before when you were test fitting, put it in the bottom corners and then push it gently into place, and then essentially leave it to dry. With the other side, you want to make sure that you don't cover the microphone hole, that you have silicone glue here and just on here. You don't really need it across the rest of it, but you could put a little bit between the buttons here. Once you've done that and you've refixed it, leave it to dry, and then you should have a repaired Pebble 2 watch. The watch won't be waterproof after you've done this, but it should be protected well enough from the odd splash or two here and there. That's it.